down. They know now where two of these players are. Dealing with them is a different story, you would think, but not when Zeus is on the scene. Left to Boaster. 38 HP, the spike in his possession, and the B site wide open. That's about where the advantages dissipate.
Yeah, if he doesn't win this clutch, I think that's every single pistol going
we are
away.
back.
Would be of Foot. Doesn't have much to play with even. No smokes online. It's just going to have to come down to the firefights. He's been good in clutches before, but they are sending that low man in first. The plan to trade, knowing exactly where he is, and Fire doesn't even have the bullets at this point to do anything. Was hoping the right clicks would be kind, but not in this scenario. The lead taken back from Foot and putting Fnatic on the back foot.
And that's it. You never really think about something like pressure for a squad like Fnatic. They've been on the biggest stages and faced some of the biggest deficits there, and yet it never seems to get to them. But going out of kickoff this early on home turf, somewhere that they're expected, I mean, for them, the standard is to take the trophy.
Yeah, well, that's it. Stage 2 last year, stage 1 last year. The only place they faltered was kickoff, and last year's kickoff was more brutal. It was a scenario where they lost in playoffs in a single elimination. Yeah. This is not the case. This would be double losses for them. BBL and Foot, the Turkish squads, are the kryptonite, seemingly, of Fnatic. It's not done yet, though, but already, Digitek is going to be kicking off this round. The expectation is to keep it clean, and after what happened in the first half, I don't think Digitek wants to allow anything further.
No, it certainly doesn't look like it coming in with a conviction and a hunger for blood. At this point, 7-6, Foot looking at that 8th round, should be locked in. Fnatic, the next is going to be all important. Building up ult orbs here as well on a round where you don't really have a lot to say when it comes to combat. You're not going to be going for pound for pound unless you're Alpha Air with a headhunter. And, well, he didn't even get a chance to take that pistol out. Chronicle, so he's dropped out of captain. That's an orb, and he's claimed an orb on the map as well. So we're building up some advantages.
face cam देखा मैंने, मैं करता हूँ चालू. ये round होने.
Zeus, although, that well just faded. Nice. That's the spike down. They know where Chronicle is. He's not going to land the shot. A single kill. As Foot extend that lead a little further. But this is where the game should get going. Rifles will be onto the board. As you mentioned, a few ultimate orbs were farmed up in that last one. So Fnatic, that's always the interesting thing. With the way this map works, the team on the attack, even if they don't get basically any kills, can be ahead in the orb game because of where they're positioned. Like, the defense have to actively fight for them. Whereas we've seen teams just walk around the map and retrieve those orbs. And now, though, do the defense go for something aggressive? It looks like the north side is their point of call.
You have to. In a round like this where there's so many weaknesses brought to bear with your weaponry, this is where you make up for that with some aggression. Nice flash. Follow-up not quite there from Zeus. Not a captain, putting on his best foot forward, but he won't catch them. The reload needed. The rest of the cavalry, though, rounds the corner, and Crashy's 7 HP. He isn't long for this world. That's the spike. Boaster steps in, but he's into heavy traffic. It's a big mistake. And the 2v3 taking a 1v1. He hoped they'd be caught off guard. They'd be looking the other way, and they are now. Too little, too late. The round goes to Foot convincingly, Tom, and at this stage of the game, facing elimination from kickoff, that's a disastrous round for Fnatic to face.
Yeah, it's one of the most sort of expected strategies. For that aggressive push to the top side. I think even from the side of Foot, they might have expected to catch a lurker or one player on that side. In fact, they ran into 3, but just managed to win those fights. And then, as you said, like Boaster's attempt to turn the round back actually ends up nailing it down. Like, it allows for them to just basically take a 3v1 versus Alpha. That is going to put serious questions now into Fnatic's ability to turn this around. There's so many guns.
6-9, क्या scene अभी, क्या scene?
And still have credits to spare.
अब तेरी team नहीं जीत रही क्या?
Okay, Crashies, you've been great. You now need to be even better.
Digitek's going to be facing an aid on the way through. I was waiting for a flash, but nothing appears. In fact, it is just the dry pinks, the swings in, and my goodness, it did not work.
Come on, let's go.
But with these weaker weapons, perhaps they can make up for it elsewhere. Alpha on the rope finds nothing. is eliminated immediately. And Chronicle, with a single flash left, and Crashies, at least with the Guardian, they've got a 2v5 to try to recover. Foot reaching double digits this early on. This is a very scary prospect for Fnatic. They can feel that Masters slot slipping from their grasp with every passing round. And it's not just the fact that we're seeing Foot win, it's that we're seeing them win now convincingly. That's what's worrying, not just here in this round.
Oh, they have a chance to isolate out of Captain. But the cavalry has arrived. Counter stun thrown in. Well, it'll be a singular kill, but Zeus, as said, is really starting to step up into this match. The defense is where he can pressure and push and take those fights. And the lack of damage is a concern. You're talking about players coming into this round with nearly 7,000 credits. No surprises that we're going to see a Fnatic pause thrown in here. This is where we look to Elmer Putty, Milan, to have that chat with the team, because if not,
GG, but big
they are going to be faltering. And that's the thing, like, we said it when they lost to BBL, like, when they came in last year, the expectation was that they beat everybody. This year, okay, we've seen mass upgrades. We talk about Foot as a fierce opponent. Like, I don't think there's anybody in the world that came in and thought this game would be easy, even after Vitality dismantled them. My worry was whether or not Foot would be able to recover in time. They did. Absolutely. In the meantime, Fnatic went on an absolutely battered Gentlemates. The difference is, Foot have that tenure. They've got 4 players who've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Been to internationals themselves and are not looking to give that up without a fight. And while Fnatic, in classic fashion, need to dig deep to find themselves a spot in this series, because right now, they are out. Like, we are talking about a team that the expectations are victory, and they are 3 rounds away from being sent out before even getting into those latter stages.
Put rising
I think
star.
about it this way. This is to fight for the top 4.
Let's go.
To get your first point, championship point. We spoke to the team manager of Foot. That's important to them.
Of course, this year it's going to be important to anyone.
Yeah.
Every little helps.
2 teams making it through in the championship points, 2 champions, rather than last year's 1. It can make a massive difference.
Caution here.
This round, the small advantages, the little that may help. The rolling thunder for Chronicle. Many ultimates coming close to being online for both sides. But starting it out with rolling thunder in their back pocket and no aggression from the side of Foot. This is where they look to be a bit more direct. Moving to the B site. Kayak holding for the pushes that may come in from Foot, but there is nothing. They've just got a bit of a main control, having pushed 1 player up. And the rest, they're leaving to Destiny.
Wow. Destiny sometimes comes in the form of Ada Captain, but not this round. Boast has managed to shut him down. Probably the most
4v5.
influential player
Come
in
on.
this map so far. Yedajay is on the outskirts, hoping maybe somebody walks back into a trip so he can get an opener, but it's not looking too likely.
30 seconds left.
Marlin's plan, though, is an attempt to try and deny that one. This is going to make things a little bit more shaky. In fact, with the spam through, Krax has made this one very interesting indeed.
Rolling Thunder has to be used to try to bridge the gap, and Alpha Here's the one to connect the kill on the back of it, but his teammates are thinning out as we speak. Chronicle and Boast are already gone. He's only got Crashies, who is stuck in a corner on the site. A wall goes up the fast lane, and Crashies takes advantage of it, steps in for the kill on Zeus, but that's all he gets. Cracks 4 kills under his belt, but the op still to be crossed, still to be dealt with. They've made it to the site, and now Alpha's the one who has to step forward. It's already being diffused halfway. Alpha needs to swing now and confirm it's not all the way. He doesn't land the shot. Mr. Fallen needs to bait him into another duel. Then Mr. Fallen wins! Foot, with enough time on the clock, have claimed another round, another nail in Fnatic's coffin, 11-6.
It really is. It's that Turkish prodigy of Alpha, someone who has almost won everything there is at such a young age versus one of the fathers of Turkish Valorant in Mr. Fallen, bringing superstars through this Foot system. And this time he gets the better of him. 11-6.
2
2 rounds away from Foot keeping that back and forth going between these two teams. Showing that they are always to be feared. And while Zeus has decided that this round belongs to him, already finding the open on to Crashies. The other three forced back. This is actually an all-in round as well, Mitch. This is not a position where they have, oh, they've got a few light buys in there. They have spent everything and lost a man within 10 seconds.
No one wants to go for the 6 in a row for OT. Instead, it's stop them here and now. And an ult from Zeus and a deep push takes down Crashies. Crashies, who had his Hunter's Fury online, a big help when it comes to clearing a lot of these positions. We've seen it used proactively. We've seen it in post plants. Now we won't even see Kayak make it to a post plant. The spike has barely moved. No ground really taken. The ground being taken away from them, players being removed, even suppressed, revealed as a result. The information is there, the weaponry, the advantages for Foot, and 35 seconds with 3 players coming in from the same angle with a cosmic divide blocking them out. Fnatic, we're talking about them being knocked out of kickoff. Well, I'll tell you what, they may be locked out of this round. There is a firing squad waiting for them. Orbital Strike is not covering what it needs to. It gives a little actually works as a smoke poster. Through it and color me incorrect, but 12 seconds left. The spike needs to be planted, and Ada Captain still here, buying time, running down the clock and running down the numbers of Fnatic. 12-6. One more needed and 6
अरे ब्रो कैमरा का क्या मालूम क्या सीन हो गया और लाइट चली गई थी यार मां क्या ही बताओ भाई.
We came in a scenario where the game looked like a coin flip that could have gone either way, and since then it has been nothing but Turkish domination. We've spoken about the tier 2, the players that come up, the superstars that are rising, but the fact is I feel like in this map it has been the players that have been there all along. The last year of this squad, cracks back on KO. Damn it, who could have seen that one working? But we have seen that resurgence from Zeus as well. I think he had 6 kills coming in. He's already matched that and more in the second half, just causing nuisances with aggression. And even at times where it seems like, okay, they've got the ults, they've got the weaponry. It doesn't matter because someone is going down within a second. And while we talked about the pause a little earlier, trying to slow down the momentum of Foot. This pause is not slowing anything down. This is life or death. This is a chance, a small chance at Bangkok, or it being completely gone. And more importantly, this is Fnatic going out of the top 4, like not even making it to top.
Let's go guys, let's go. अभी भी comeback कर सकते हैं क्या लगता है तुम लोगों को?
The champion in the EMEA, the last 2 splits within this region. They were a team a couple of years ago we were talking about could win all 3 trophies. And this could be the 2nd year in a row where they don't even get a shot at the first one.
That should win.
6 in a row. You know, if they win this, they'll be calling it the Alma Putty Pause for years to come.
The Putty Pause. It has a nice ring to it.
Putty Pause.
करेंगे comeback.
I wish you didn't say
let's
that.
see.
Got Willy Putty Pause.
No, well,
Camera taken out.
now I really wish you didn't say that. All right, well, 6 chances for Foot to close this out. First, they got to deal with Alpha here. I think he's soon to get a kill. No, the brim's not quite there. That's no Sage ponytail, and as a result, Digitek gets one. And the cage gives him cover to fall right back. It's the free opening pick again. Foot working the map so well in these early duels.
Paper X, PRX, oh ha.
Already. The man who
PRX. उसमें main कौन
was a
है?
big part of their victory yesterday has dissipated. Zeus. Someone we heard Fnatic was after. Still standing, and look at the positioning. Look how far they have pushed in the round. He has boxed them in. Alpha looks to punch right through that box. A first kill will set them up, but there is the man of the moment coming in from behind. Digitek picking up another. It will be left onto Crashies, a master of the clutch, but this one seems a clutch too far.
And it proves to be as well. Foot 13-6, 13-10, 2-0. They send Fnatic out of kickoff. The Kings
आ
of
जाओ
the
guys,
NVIDIA
well,
are
अरे
dead.
चालू हो गया
Long live the
face
king.
cam चालू हो गया अपने आप चालू हो गया भाई
It's
क्या
one
बात
of those matches that I think Foot are going to be very happy to go forward.
क्या बात है,
It
अपने
takes
आप
a
चालू
lot
हो
to
गया भाई,
recover
viewer count भी आ
from a
जाए तो
defeat
मजा
such
आ जाएगा
as what they had versus Vitality, the new super team on the block that they have had to sort of bounce back from, overcome, even going into maps that they
मैं सिर्फ
knew
उसके
Fnatic were
मैचेस
good
देखता
at
हूँ
in
जब
that
से
first
इनके
one
साथ
and
रहता
managing
है
to take it over the line.
अभी
Then
है
you
क्या
have
उसका
this
मैच
second map, a map that
PRX
has
का
looked
मैच है
very good from Fnatic,
Valo
one of
पे
their
आ
most
जाओ, Valo पे आ
confident
जाओ अभी।
picks, and in the second half, it was destruction. It was a flawless half coming out from the side of Foot. Impressive.
भाई इसके मुंह में ना कुछ तो दे दो भाई ये एमलेस है ना बहुत डेंजर है भाई चल पेटीएम कर परफेक्ट देगा बोला था भाई वो वैलो आ जाओ वैलो आ जाओ मजा आया भाई थोड़ा सा मूड ऑफ हो गया मेरे वजह से आई एम सो सॉरी आ जाओ वैलोरेंट पे आ जाओ क्या GTA 5 पैसा मांग रहा है भाई वो GTA 5 क्या रहता है पैसा मांग रहा है I'm done by आज के लिए we are live sorry I missed your message I was doing watch party DB Kratos what's up bro
कैसा क्या हाल
बस बढ़िया भाई बस बढ़िया 2 मिनट
तेरा उस वाला आईडी गोल्ड 1 हो गया
हाँ क्या
तेरा वो परफेक्ट वाला
हाँ
आईडी गोल्ड 1
अच्छा
देखा
अच्छा
तूने
नहीं देखा भाई मैंने नहीं देखा
खेल रहा है भाई चल भाई
हाँ चलो अरे सुनो ना अरे ये लोग सब लोग आ रहे थे एमलेस आर्यन वो सब लोग खेलने आ रहे थे रे
आ गया तू
तुम लोग क्यों नहीं आ रहे उधर
उधर स्क्वाड है
अच्छा न्यू 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 स्क्वाड न्यू स्क्वाड
हरामी बन नहीं छोड़ेगा ना तू न्यू स्क्वाड
आज
हरामी
आज कॉल करने वाली थी कोई मेरे को पता है क्या
आवाज तो आई मैं उसके बाद बाहर गई थी आई
लोग लाइव पे पूछ रहे थे तेरा और कैरियर का झगड़ा वगड़ा हो गया क्या तो चल कोई नहीं बात करते हैं कर ले तू खेल ले करते हैं बात ठीक है जी जी join the live guys bye bye एमलेस आजा एमलेस एम का एमलेस से ना पाए दोनों स्टार्ट करें रुक 2 मिनट आ जाओ नेक्स्ट है 1:30 बजे यो थक्कर गेमिंग व्हाट्सएप कैसे हो नेक्स्ट बोलता हूँ मैं। कौन भी खेल रहा है थोड़ा अभी।
हेलो, कैसे हो परफेक्ट भाई?
अरे बस बढ़िया भाई।
भाई
तुम
याद
कैसे
है
हो?
कल मैं आया था लाइव स्ट्रीम पे?
हाँ हाँ, आपने बोला था
भाई,
कि
झूठ बोल रहे थे मेरे को।
नहीं नहीं, सुनो 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 भाई, मेरे इसमें और एक बंदा है, ठीक है, और एक बंदा है तो। हाँ बोलो। जैना भाई, एग्जैक्ट वो नाम नहीं है बट नेक्स्ट बताता हूँ मैं मैच किसका है। एमलेस 2 मिनट। हाँ, नेक्स्ट मैच है अ, अरे यार बीबीएल ई स्पोर्ट और टीम लिक्विड का 19 मिनट बाद ही है। ऑल सरेंडर। अरे तुम सरेंडर कर दोगे बट बाकी के नहीं करेंगे ना सर जी जी। हाँ तो बुला लेना। तुम सरेंडर करके आ जाओ ड्रिक। बुला ले जल्दी चल। गाइज वी आर लाइव और इसके बाद वॉच पार्टी करेंगे तो बी देयर, बी अवेलेबल। अरे डायमंड परफेक्ट भैया। मिश्रा, अरे कितने अकाउंट है तुम्हारे? अरे बाहर आजा। द मेन थिंग इज 19 मिनट बाद स्टार्ट करते हैं। आ, ठीक है, मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ गाइस 19 मिनट बाद अपना वॉच पार्टी था रे। तो एक काम करो ब्रो, तुम लोग खेल लो, ठीक है, अपने को वॉच पार्टी रखी है तो वहाँ पे थोड़ा। हाँ खेल लो अभी, लेकिन वो लोग तो अच्छा, हाँ तुम खेल लो, उनके साथ खेल लो। डायमंड, बाय बाय। तू भी खेलने जा रहा है तो खेल ले भाई, वॉच पार्टी तो वॉच पार्टी करेंगे भाई, कुछ भी हो जाए। रुक इसको बुला के बोल देता हूँ भाई। हाँ तो मैं खेलूंगा ना, तेरे साथ खेलूंगा इसके बाद। भाई अपन है ना वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं मेरे भाई कैलियो, तो लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग पे आजा भाई, ठीक है। हम नहीं खेल रहे अभी, उसके बाद खेलेंगे पक्का। उसके बाद में तुम आ जाना। और एमलेस, टाइटल चेंज कर रहा हूँ मैं, एमलेस एंड सिक फॉर रियल अपना आज ये क्या बोलते हैं, श्रीजो वाइटी आज लाइव कर रही है, तो प्लीज जाके सपोर्ट करो। वहां पे लिखो फटाक से, प्यार से हाय हेलो लिखो फटाक से। मैं पहुंच रहा हूँ लाइव के ऊपर, तुम भी जाओ जल्दी से। चेंज हो गया क्या देख रहे? एमलेस थ्रोबैक वैलोरेंट कहाँ लाइव है? थ्रोबैक वैलोरेंट, अच्छा थ्रोबैक वैलोरेंट डाल, थ्रोबैक वैलोरेंट, थ्रोबैक वैलोरेंट। अरे नहीं आ रहा उससे भी। श्रीजो वाईटी पे डाल के देखा क्या तूने? श्रीजो वाईटी नहीं है। 2 मिनट हो गया चेंज, ओके। 2 मिनट। हाँ एक बार इसके ऊपर जाके आते हैं। आह, श्रीजो ये क्या श्रीजो? नहीं ये नहीं हो सकती भाई। थ्रो बैक वैलोरेंट लाइव। बोलो चैनल का नाम। रुके हैं हम। चैनल दो उसका। 2 मिनट दे रहा हूँ। क्लियर। ये इसमें क्यों नहीं आ रहा भाई? आई नो 19 मिनट में वॉच पार्टी है बट भाई एक खेल लो, थोड़ा बोर हो रहा मैं। अरे भाई कितने 19 मिनट्स भी नहीं। 2 मिनट बोलता हूँ कितने मिनट में चालू हो रहे? 14 मिनट्स में चालू हो रहे। थ्रो बैक। अरे थ्रो बैक रे, थ्रो बैक। थ्रो बैक डालो रे गरीबो, के मत डालो। वो भी नहीं आया। थ्रो बैक वैलोरेंट। THROW थ्रो बैक वैलोरेंट। नहीं ब्रो। हाँ ये थ्रो बैक 78 सब्सक्राइबर। हाँ आया।
No charges left.
हाँ आया 78 सब्स। आया। मैं बोलता हूँ रुको, मैं गेम कैप्चर हटा रहा हूँ, स्क्रीन कैप्चर ऑन करता हूँ, ठीक है? देखो ये है, यही है गाइस। स्पैम कर दो भाई चैट में। आ गया देखो।
फक क्या टाइमिंग है भाई, मत जा भाई, मत जा।
Drop in a smoke.
भाई वो लड़का रहा है वो साइफर।
Hey, love from perfect. Thank you so much भाई, thank you so much. Sad Dory. Sad Dory कहाँ पर है?
30 seconds left.
Sad Dory sick for real. तुम लोग किधर हो भाई? लाइव के ऊपर आओ उसके।
हाँ देख तो रहा हूँ मैं।
Your life won't go to waste.
लाइव पे आ जाओ, लाइव पे आ जाओ।
Bet they're feeling frazzled.
चैनल नेम ही नहीं है। अरे भाई चैनल नेम दिख रहा है ना यहाँ पे, देखो लिखा है ना मैंने चैनल नेम। थ्रो बैक डालो, थ्रो बैक। भाई चैट पढ़ रहा नहीं क्या? लाइक द स्ट्रीम गाइस, लाइक करो भाई की स्ट्रीम, लाइक करो। इधर भी लाइक ठोको भाई, जो भी ठोक सकते हो सब ठोको भाई। स्पैम करो भाई, स्पैम करो। यो साब ओजी थ्रो बैक।
भाई देख रहा है उसके मुंह के बाजू से गोली जा रही है।
दोनों मैंने 80 लो 80 लो। मर जाएगा तू, पूरा मर जाएगा तू।
कहां जा रहा है?
Last player standing.
लो
Remaining.
भाई ब्रिज पे पड़ी है।
Dead diff.
खेल रहा है
कैसे नहीं आ रहा भाई?
अरे तो लो हो भाई जल्दी।
I'm
भाई
trying
अब
to.
दो बंडल दो भाई। तेरे हाय में भाई तो हमें हाई नहीं करके फेंको। या तो माल भेज या तो जल्दी लो।
छोड़ छोड़ कोई बात नहीं नहीं आ रहा है छोड़ कोई बात नहीं।
नाइस जेट।
ठीक है।
मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा था बोल नहीं पा रहा बस।
अरे शिट यार।
I and stream, nice combination.
बहुत सारे भाई इधर।
सब्सक्राइब तो किया ही नहीं भाई। ये सीरीज वो लड़का बन गया। अरे नहीं उसका बॉयफ्रेंड खेल रहा है भाई। थ्रोबैक है ना भाई।
What? What fucking?
What the fuck was he doing here?
Spike planted.
Yes, अरे भाई।
अभी देगा उसने शायद।
Last player standing.
अरे perfect भाई, thank you।
अभी देगा।
Welcome to the stream।
No peeking. Critical X.
Perfect भाई। comments करते हैं। और रश्मि भाई।
Ready. Aye, we're through.
चलो गाइस स्टार्ट करते हैं अभी। वॉच पार्टी पे आ जाओ सब लोग। भाई फीफा कितना के नहीं यार मेरे को नफरत है वो गेम से भाई सच बताओ तो। ट्विच क्या सीन भाई किसकी मैच है अभी। BBL और
I have little Snorlax. Isn't he cute?
टीम लिक्विड
Snorlax.
BBL टीम वर्सेस अरे क्या डाला था अपन ने वैलोरेंट टीम या
community because
भाई ये लोग ही वापस से
decided to move to a international
Yes.
roster, or there were some feelings about whether the fans like that or not. But you today, Yumpy, like the Turkish community love him. He is
Yes,
just
of course.
perfect to join BBL, right?
Yeah, I guess so because like he has so much energy, like, and I don't know, he's so funny. Maybe that's why all the guys.
It's so
like, all
funny,
the
huh? It's so funny.
Twitter,
मैं टूर्नामेंट
anyone,
जीत रखा
I love him.
हूँ।
Yeah.
Maybe that's
किसकी
because of that.
टूर्नामेंट
And
अच्छा
he does
फीफा
have a
की
friendship, right? He's friends with After Captain. I see them two, they're always together. Yeah.
They are so much.
Baddy
Yeah, so he speaks Turkish too. I know he makes a big
Yeah.
effort. So even I think when there were
देखो
questions
कितनी
about
cute
whether it was
दिख
a
रही
good
है
idea
वो।
to move away from a full Turkish roster, I think
मेरे को
nobody
carry
was
करना
mad
चाहिए
about
भाई इसने
Yumpy.
भाई।
And we also have Yumpy's former teammate also come out and say some extremely nice things about him. So take a listen at what Kiko actually had to say about him.
For sure, I think that he's a really energetic person. He's a good leader, and I think that his charisma and like sort of the vibe that he brings to a team is definitely someone that you can look up to as a sort of a younger player. I think that his like the way he takes care of his like health outside of game, his rituals, his practice. I think that is really impressive, to be honest, and I think that he's a good role model for like to be an IGL. So like out of game stuff. So even though.
Yumpy truly has no haters, like zero haters, like not a single person
ये बैडी भी अच्छी
dislike
है
this
ब्लैक
guy.
जैकेट
But here's the
वाली
thing
bro।
though, can he manage
ये ब्लैक जैकेट वाली
Digitek,
भी
players
बैडी
like
मस्त है बोल रही क्यों
Levin
नहीं
and
है?
Sociable? I'm sure you're very familiar with them because we saw them maybe be a little bit too aggressive. So how do you manage Turkish players when they are wanting just to fight all the time?
Actually, like a lot of times you can't.
Yeah.
Because of
I
course
love the
there is
honesty,
someone gonna peek in a way, but I don't know why. I guess it's so big chance for BBL because that much aggression with experienced players, that can be a good thing, like PRX.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great
Yeah.
example. But looking at the stats just behind
PRX,
you, we saw against Heretics. Against Heretics, it was not the greatest performance from these two in terms of first kill and first death. How do you kind of turn your game around, Yutuje? Because you're never the player that, you know, goes out and does this. So if your teammates do that and they lose that first duel, how difficult is it for the rest of his teammates?
Actually, I guess we don't care that much, but maybe guys can care about that. Like, it's about coach, not about us.
Yeah, and Billy, 4 and 13.
ये लंबे बार वाला मैंने बहुत
that.
देखा है भाई.
Stats to me are crazy. Like they're looking at the first bloods and the first
मारता है,
deaths
BBL
in
में कहते हैं,
particular,
हाँ.
especially from these two. I feel like they performed so well against Fnatic, and then they just let it slip against Team Heretics.
भाई ये
I'm thinking
interview
back to
क्यों
that
देख
Pearl. They
रहे
were
हैं?
11-8.
बेस्ट इसको समझा अपन ये इंटरव्यू क्यों देख रहे हैं?
So that's
लंडन
really
कुछ
disappointing.
समझ में नहीं आ रहा भाई,
Well,
लेकिन
Levin and Sociable,
ओ भाई
yes, they were taking risks, but they need to learn that as a skill. When do we dial that back? When do we stop taking those
इसके
risks?
लिए
We're
देख रहे
11-8 up and
इंटरव्यू.
we're still taking risks.
It is punishable. Like, everyone
Corsair
knows what they like to
baby.
do. It is punishable, so it will be interesting to see if Liquid can shut this down. But one of the players on Liquid that's at this point doing nothing wrong, I feel like, is Kiko. Billy, he looks so good on his new role.
He really
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
He really does. I mean, like we've been shouting about Kiko the whole time, and I think there's been so many rounds where he has so much impact. This one in particular, split round 18, he has a multi-kill lurk, which was really impressive that no one's able to kind of get rid of him. But he's playing duelist here as well, right, on this map, and he's still got those kind of controller tendencies, managing to creep in. So yeah, I think that was really nice to see from him, and even this at the end, the Tamazi 1v1, he plays it so well, and I don't know if it's him playing it well or Tamazi also taking that 1v1 and just look at the reaction.
Yeah, the textbook like, oh, what is he doing? Now you played against Team Liquid, last week. What did you think about their? I mean, I know it was a dominant win. What do you think about their performance, and do you feel like Kiko might be their biggest threat?
नेक्स्ट बताओ कौन जीतेगा?
I don't know.
अरे यार मैं तो बोलता भाई तू इस टाइम पे दोनों टीम मत चूज कर भाई प्लीज
He's a
भाई.
very good player. I never talked with him. I don't
Your
know
team-
in like socials, but I guess he's good.
जो टीम तू चूज करेगा ना भाई वो टीम जीतेगी तो सामने वाले की टीम अगर वो नहीं होगी तो फिर खत्म.
Someone that BBL have to be careful about.
For BBL roster?
भाई lड़की लोगों का भी मैच.
Oh no, for Liquid, someone on
Yeah,
Liquid.
Keiko, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it is Kiko. You agree, Billy?
लड़कियों का कभी होता रे bro?
Actually, no. I think Nats.
Zoom कर cameraman.
Oh,
Hadway.
Yompi's got that down. Yompi, he knows exactly where Nat is going to be at all times.
I mean, maybe he has like we played together, so we know how he plays and things like that. But I feel like Team Liquid have changed so much since then. Maybe not Nats. But I think that Nats was getting so much value as well out of things like the Lurkin. We've seen his Viper on Split, which was really impressive. He's been picking up the Operator more than ever. So
he didn't last game though. He didn't pick up the Operator at all last game. He pranked us a little bit. We also have a tweet here from Digitek, of course. Again, one of the darlings of our league, I feel like. Right after they won their last game. This is what you have to say. We're going to load up the tweet for you guys in just a minute. And I think it mentions something about the Turkish community. I feel like this is the way, right? You are going up against Turkish teams. There we go. 2-0 versus Giants. Clean game from us. Finally, we showed how we can play proper Valorant, which feels amazing to do, and got revenge for Turkey. GG's. I mean, today, though, I guess you're supporting BBL. You want BBL to win.
Yeah, of course, BBL. Because it's
BBL बोल रहा है वो.
We can be rival, on socials or anything, but
they're still your brothers.
Yeah.
They're still your brothers. They're still your brothers indeed. And that is enough yapping from us for now, because it's time to bring the teams onto stage for the last game of this week. Here is BBL and Team Liquid.
क्या करनी है क्या? पार्टी कोड ब्रो, पार्टी कोड अपन मैं वैलो नहीं खेल रहा ब्रो, वैलो नहीं खेल रहा मैं फ्री. जीएम वाला लौंडा सेइंग बैडीज देखो, कभी कभी थोड़ा सा टीम लिक्विड जीतेगी 101%. लो लग गए भाई, लग गए. इसमें बैटिंग कर सकते ना रे, इसमें भी सट्टाबाजी रहता ना एप्लीकेशन में.
One Turkish team has already won on this stage earlier today. It's time to see if another
can pull it off as well. Just to remind you guys, it's been a long time since we've not had one of Fnatic, Na'Vi or Liquid in the top 4. So if Liquid lose today, this is truly the start of a new era. And Billy, what do you make of the pick and bang?
Yeah, I mean, Team Liquid's Lotus has been their
Okay,
Instaban
bind pahla hai.
so far, so that is no surprises there. But going into binds, we've not actually seen BBL play the bind yet. So Team Liquid, I'm excited that you've picked bind out for us, and BBL going for the Pearl. That's no surprises. Hopefully they've learned their lessons against Team Heretics and they can clean up whatever mess they had the other day.
Yeah, and split being map 3
Liquid
means
Esports
we're going to be here
always on
forever.
top.
That's going to be like 5 OTs, you know, just like counting with dinner plans at this point. But my eyes go towards that Pearl because Yota, of course, you already played against Liquid on Pearl. What did you think about their map and some of their weaknesses?
Liquid,
I guess they are so readable. So
Liquid always on fire.
And BBL is so good on Pearl. So I don't know, BBL gonna win, I guess.
Yeah,
BBL,
it feels like a dominant BBL win perhaps.
BBL, bro,
which means, Billy, then this bind is going to be very important for Team
Yes,
of course.
absolutely. Sorry,
BBL
Inigo.
No,
I agree. I think that the fact that we've not seen bind from BBL just yet is what's getting me a little bit excited. I want to see what exactly they've been cooking up in terms of agent compositions. And of course, Team Liquid, we have already seen that bind, and it was a dominant win against Koi, 13-2.
I want to see Levin ISO. Give me Levin ISO right now. Yuta, do you have any like inside knowledge about Levin's ISO?
I don't know, but I guess maybe they can play Reyna, Sociable.
Oh yeah, Sociable Reyna. Oh god, we're rolling
maybe.
back the years with that.
And I guess 2 and 3, but
yeah, it works on bind. It works on bind. I feel like you can pull this off.
Also that they're
Bhai, apna bhi thang hai,
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, you put the
Apni bhi
Turkish
jeet
players
jayegi
on the killing machines.
Aag
I
lagi
mean, we've
basti
seen
mein,
it
BBL
succeed with
apni
you guys,
basti
so I don't
mein.
see why not it
Chalo.
wouldn't work for BBL. So let's take a look
Come on,
at
BBL,
the agent
Jampy.
select. We are not
BBL, Jampy.
going to get the ISO.
Lock
In
kar
fact, we're
diya
going to get
jaye.
the complete opposite. UCJ, what do you make of this comp? You know about Vice.
yeah, I know about Vice. Like, I don't know. It's so broken comp for now because you play cards against Dead Dog Vice comps, and it's always hard to play against that comps. But I don't know
live
if
streaming
Liquid
ke
can
upar
read
copyright
it,
aaya ke dekhne do yaar.
it's really hard comp. I guess BBL gonna win as well.
You think early doors predictions? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I want to hone in on that BBL composition right away since it's the first time that we've seen it. Back on that Vice, we've seen what he's capable of. He was very good on it previously. Yampy on the table, that's what I'm going to be keeping my eye on. He is this pack IGL who likes to stick with the 3 whenever they're going to execute into sight. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, Sociable plays many agents, but Sage is not
Teho.
something we ever see
Jampy,
him play. I think
Teho.
only the one time in the past. So BBL,
Jampy
they
top frag
definitely
karega, Teho
cooked. Yetojay, thank you
leke.
so much for joining us. Congratulations again. We'll see you next week. But for now, I'm going to throw this over to your casters. Have fun, Pansy and Kakuka.
Thank you, Sue. I think we certainly will.
These
seeing
two
this sort
baddies,
of composition coming
ye
out.
kali
Bale,
wali.
what do you make of this? BBL just kind of flipping our expectations on their heads here. What's your first thought seeing this?
At this point, I'm just thankful that there's a duelist. No. I like it. Listen, even though this is not a map that we have seen from them and they actually banned it against Fnatic, I don't think that's too decisive because yesterday they were willing to leave it open for a 3rd map. This was definitely something that was planned. And since Team Liquid picked it onto that, we are not really surprised that with this composition, they decide to start on the defense.
Chalo, let's go.
You have 2 Sentinels, as Yinsu was mentioning. Sociable, it's not like he has a lot of experience with Sage on the, on any map.
Yeah.
Paper Blush.
And Yampy, you know, they saw a lot of Techo, but they still hadn't played it.
Keko
And
is so
he feels like he wants
gorgeous.
to join that
Keko
magnificent
is so
pool that we
gorgeous,
have of
na?
IGLs playing the new initiator.
Oh, this is wild to me because we haven't seen BBL on this map, right? So it was kind of
Liquid
walking into this
Esports
and
most
even on the
famous
desk, they were saying
fraggers
how
in
hard it
Valo.
is to play against this sort
Okay.
of composition. Are Liquid aware of
Let's
what
start.
they're about to have to deal with?
Where
This
is
will
my
be the question
Teho?
put to them. Are they up on their homework? Have they done their research? Can they learn on the fly? See a lot of
Kapde hoga
information
isme
and a massive burst straight up through towards A. And we still have 2 players here. Shower control is still with BBL, but the site firmly under wraps. That's
He's
lovely.
good.
Priorities to be made. Clears out Showers. Yampy is surrounded. And he can be a bit of a
Jampy
magic
is
man,
here.
but this is a lot to ask for. He's going to decide to wait for those rotations to come in.
Champy.
That's just on the back. 4v3 now. And with the spike down, BBL needs to take initiative in this retake.
BBL need to start making a bit of a move here, taking back some of that really key space. Patatek just drifting behind. Lovely reposition, a little bit lucky.
कैसा मारा भाई जैम्पी कैसा है
we're doing
अपना
that to Kamek, are we? Okay, Yampy, I'm down for it. Give me some more though. I asked for more, maybe I'm getting more. Yampy was fired up walking out to the stage, but Patatek will close out the round for Liquid. They're first to be gathered here.
Yeah, exactly. And since BBL does not have the experience, Team Liquid wants to start with this very explosive and fast round.
Yep.
Pretty much off the book. You have that Viper wall. You're going to use the flash of right across it and just walk onto side. No utility being used there. Yes, shower control was for the side of BBL, but it doesn't matter. Just as you were saying, keep the priorities clean. Know exactly what you have to do. Clear the rest of the map so you can play properly for that post one. Clean round for Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is a good start for them to get the ball rolling right. This should be kept clean. You're looking at what they're willing to lose.
Come on, BBL, come on.
Is upgraded and invested. And kind of stack in the right place for now. This is what we look at. Do they manage to clear this effectively?
Yeah, and for Team Liquid is easy, right? Like they have some recurrent utility on the side of Kamek that they can use very freely. Feel it should be theirs.
चलो एक kill निकाल लिया कड़ा.
Yeah, Perfect just got kills each. I'm getting a little nervous here, but Kamek could get the timing on Sociable, maybe?
Sage को मालूम नहीं
TV's
है.
ahead. Sociable's gonna be on red alert now. Oh my god! There's no way they dropped the ball. The wall! Outrageous! He stole time. That's so perfect. Now you're gonna have the rest of the squad coming over. This is so good.
Vandal
Come on,
ले ली भाई
Kiko,
ये लोग.
probably absolutely shaking in their boots.
Yampy has now the Guardian, and they're just working in couples 2v4 scenario. And even though Camo has this Vandal, he does not have the information. The plant is going to try and go down.
Come back बोलते भैया.
Well, they've tried to make the best out of a bad situation. Site's going to be cleared out so they can start stepping back in. But they've not got safety even on the flank. You can see the nervousness here. Camo's trying to take some space towards CT. But still, BBL just have numbers here now. A little paranoid. U-Haul
Waiting for
clear that.
Smoke to go
क्या
down.
angles रखे ले भाई.
Long lasting.
Camo's position could be big in this. Are they going to
Needs
check
to rush
that?
it.
Oh, Yampy! He's found Camo! That's out! They are out of their minds here, BBL. Already doing this sort of thing, flipping this round. The stack works out. That is dreamy stuff for BBL, and Team Liquid will be kicking themselves.
This is one of the things that BBL have been so highlighted for, getting the space safe card thrifty for them on the second round, just playing that 4v2 to the best of their capabilities. Just wait, be patient. It doesn't matter. We have already secured enough kills onto side to just take our time. Yampy already 5-1. He already has that Armageddon to play for this next round. But of course, the economy is not favoring Team Liquid.
अपना
But as we say, they managed to get that
भाई.
spike down, but just because of that roll onto long, BBL were able to get on top of the round.
Here's the thing as well, because unless we see this round going a little bit askew, which it may do, because the last one did, I have to highlight how intense Yampy looked walking out to that stage. Seeing the guy with a fire lit underneath him, it works for a player like him. He is a bit of a confidence player at time. That mentality is perfect. So if he does well here, this could be big. But already, Team Liquid do draw first blood. So taking away Profek and getting themselves towards sight. That needs to be careful.
Nice one, यार. दोनों इसके दो गए भाई.
Forgetting who's on the other side. Liquid in the last games have been siloed better and better. Now, with a player advantage, that is... I'm putting a question mark by this round. This could be a huge round to find stability in for BBL. Yampy gonna pop the ult straight through. Again, not gonna find much really. That's gonna trade out Sociable, leaving Yampy and one more to try and do anything, holding the smoke. That, from Liquid, was a fantastic turn as well. This game has no stability yet.
100% prepared. We see Nats using that Viper wall onto side, just fragmenting it in two different parts, so they can use all the utility to gather the side, just jumping in through hookah, as we're seeing, just with this weak weaponry. You have that first layer of utility clearing up the sides. I think that Kamek and Patatek are playing amazing.
Yes.
Nats, of course, is going to be on the flank, just gathering that, and just with the smokes pretty easily, just playing those close quarters with the Frenzy, with the Spectre. Very well played for Liquid. A little bit of a sloppy start for this game. I'm going to say, like, in the terms of purchases of what we were expecting, but it seems like they're 100% on the game.
A little bit of a miss on the early util. So there's still going to be comfort back and forth.
The moment that you highlight something, it just goes to trash.
Yeah, exactly.
But spin it.
it's not the
BBL
same
best.
start here. It does look obviously like they've got a heavier investment towards that A side.
BBL
but
best है
there's a
भाई, सही
massive
बोला.
rotation on
बीच
this.
सही बोला,
They've
BBL
completely
best.
left that B side alone. And when you know you've got someone like Nats on the other side who is going to be lurking quite actively,
crazy यार.
I'm waiting to see if they actually just decide to hit a
उधर
rotation
से
on
क्यों
this to
नहीं
head
लिया
on back
Jampi?
because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them going for the 5-play stack. I know they've got weaker weapons with 2 of the players, but still, this feels very all in. You get rewarded for it if, honestly, Liquid don't wait for Nats to explore further, but there it is. There's the call to hit those rotations back around towards B.
You might think they might hit some difficulties just having the Astra as a solo controller, but
Bhai,
that
kitna
combo,
crazy
just
nikle
using the
dekho
slow
log.
with the nade, you're forcing them to what you want them to be.
Now, the only benefit is they are back here fast, but the site's already got security. Nats has taken this completely on his own pretty much at this point. The rest of the team's there now.
Nice.
Plants in place. And you're looking at the post-plant potential is huge. You've got ults galore here. They're in a really comfortable spot. They've taken an active fight. A little risky, but the reward is right. Man, trade out between Nats and him. They've just put up numbers down to a 3v3. Perfect still with just a classic though, and Kamek gonna do the damage. Res now removed. It's eyes on Vac really. Profect's only got that classic to work with. Is there a push and pull? No. So far, Profect at least gets the trade, but how do you get rid of these last 2 players? The answer is you don't. Palitek and Camo survive, and Liquid get to start building a lead here.
Yeah, good adjustment there for Liquid to just rush onto side, as you were saying. Nats
मैं
just
जो
having
टीम
control
कहता
of
वही
that
टीम
B
जीतती
side,
है,
just going a
समझा
little
क्या?
bit
जो
more
टीम
ahead.
तेरे भाई ने
Being
बोल
very
दिया
eager,
कि
right,
ये
when they use the
जीतेगी
flash,
वही
to not let it
जीतेगी.
be that first point of contact and actually spearheading that aggression so you can get the kills while they're waiting to see that little guy.
Nice, beautiful.
कोई बात नहीं आएंगे कमबैक करेंगे अपन भी
I
BBL
still
भी
think
कमबैक
it's
करेंगे
crazy that we're seeing Yampi IGL and Nats IGL in this head-to-head.
It's wild.
It makes me feel old.
I feel old all the time, Bayer. That's
You
nothing
shouldn't.
new. Oh, hold on. That was a pixel. That's unlucky, but a great start for Palitek there. Yampi now has to deal with a lot more pressure potentially up towards B long, but lovely bailout from Vac there. Takes a pretty risky fight and gets the reward on towards Nats, which makes you feel like you're almost reading into the round where Nats is probably not the end goal.
Yeah, Kami used his utility to clear the Racer Vine.
भाई देखो गेको ने कैसा डाला और
और
वापस भी ले लिया डीसी.
Yep. And what do they do? Yampi's got his
सीधा डालना है भाई उधर.
Wait for the next wave.
सही है.
Dizzy Flash just coming back up now. Sky Flash sent in. There, you don't want to mess with this man.
निकाल लिया भाई.
He's going to be good for his. But he's actually going to rotate a little further back. Maybe take a glance here towards Hookah. That's a pixel.
भाई इतना सा दिखा हो गेको का हेड.
Caught him off guard. They don't know about Profect towards the site, but does get cleared. Good trades coming out here from Liquid. They've got side control. They've got the plant in place. There is a res there for Sociable, but does he even get the chance to bring it in?
Yeah. 2v2 scenario, as you're seeing, the rest, it doesn't look likely. At this point, the smoke is going to go down. They have to decide how they want to fight this.
Flash goes in. Camo actively holding this. They're looking to try and get that res potentially on Yampi.
Oh.
Sociable, what a shot! Anything you could do.
भाई दोनों को दे दिया उसने.
Red Bull clutch. How did he get 2 there?
How did he get 2? Well, you can ask Koi, because the other day Movistar Koi was on the receiving end of that brimstone. It was actually most of those kills that were happening here on B. It was at the beginning of the round, but what a way to turn things around. He also manages, I assume, to save that operator. Maybe give it back. But as I was saying, like, when they were going on to site, I was surprised to not see Kamek just use the flash. Like, he repositioned. Maybe let Palitek a little bit on his own there.
Oh, aggressive start, but we are down on pistols. So,
I don't want the operator.
No, didn't fancy it. Fair play, I mean.
Nats is retiring on the operator usage. That's enough.
I think we're just going to go through the usual protocol list. Do you want to see them keep this clean? There's a lot of ults that could potentially be that instigator to a round conversion if a couple of things go their way. But I doubt we'll see it. I want to see a clean round here from Liquid. Find some real stability. The scoreline's starting to look fantastic for them. Camo kind of left, I don't want to say ahead of the others. He's still got Nats there. He's still got players with him, but you can easily get overwhelmed here. Nats going to go down as well. Social, yeah, now here we go. That's what we're saying. This is the fuel to the fire that suddenly turns the pressure up. Oh, the Prophet, big shot as well. Whoa, Sociable, what a round from the man. Got things started, closed it down, the fuse is there. I wanted it to be clean.
comeback देखा तूने भाई BBL का कितना गंदा मारा भाई.
I'm just enjoying the force that BBL coming
Baddies
here from the
commentary
stage.
कर रहे.
The audience has turned up to support their team in what could be the craziest run that they've had here in EMEA.
Baddies
Yes,
को देखने गया.
this is this retake that we
Most
want
famous
to
fragger
see.
से ही है.
I was
अच्छा.
really looking forward to how this retake was going to look with the wall and the effect that it can have. They barely even needed it.
Now these have happened though in two weird rounds, right? Like almost like anti-eco rounds. We had it in the second, now we've had it in the sixth. These were sheriffs. These were rounds you shouldn't be losing like that. I want to see if BBL can convert that into
अपने भी
traditional
टूर्नामेंट होते, अपने भी टूर्नामेंट में मजा आता ना रोज जो होते.
Has not found a kill with that race, but doesn't matter.
Alt.
Things are very close. Just look at BBL now. Trying to do a little bit of aggression. Not finding anything.
Okay, trying to slow down at least one of the two sides of the approach. And this is where it gets dangerous. Liquid so aware of where BBL wanted to rotate in from, trying to take that TP was never going to be an option. Profect, Sociable, and back the last three standing. Plants in place. Liquid have good control here. Viper's Pit as well, just really adding insult to injury. So clean, now into the buy rounds, into these gun rounds. Liquid look absolutely locked in on it. Vac has no option but to save.
It's going to be a flawless round, and we were seeing the orbital strike just used as at the same time that they were using the thrust. Keeping in mind the position that they were put in, especially after Sociable uses the wall and forces them into that situation. If Yampi would have had the Armageddon and used it onto Showers, it would have been a different scenario, a different situation.
Vac keep this.
Okay.
He's putting on a little show for the people at least.
Getting some orbs.
Nah, no, not going to be able to keep the rifle, but still farmed a little bit. Oh, we got
ये गन अच्छी है, स्किन अच्छी है, मैंने बहुत प्रीलूड हो रही है, बहुत देखा मैंने यूज होता है.
There's some questions.
We need to make it. I like it. But I've got to say as well, something I do want to highlight as well for Liquid, I like how proactively they have been implementing these ultimates, right?
Play around, guys. Keep it up.
So seeing them actually kind of use these quite, I don't want to say necessarily aggressively, but being willing to use them, not sit on them too long. The amount of times we've been critiquing teams for kind of sitting on ults, not really using when they have them there. I love seeing this proactive approach, just cycling through it. And it's completely put this back into place here. Now, there should be a buy, I'm pretty sure, for BBL. I don't think they're in too much trouble financially. But you're looking at BBL struggling to find stability here. They haven't been able to hold back this A hit that's been coming in. They've been struggling a little bit on getting plays in the right place, it feels like.
Yeah, and we know that this map is mostly about the attack, but BBL, they decided to start on the defense. Look at the composition that they have with the double Sentinel. Despite getting down was going to be one of their priorities when they swap onto the other side, but this composition should have
lots of stopping power.
Exactly. And you're not being able to stop them. From the beginning of time, before even this roster was like this, Team Liquid was the team that thrived in chaos. Like, I still remember seeing them running as 5 on split, like madness, right?
Yeah.
But if
Team
they're able to get that from 4 years ago and still do it now, being so reactive, staying so on point, when the pressure is so high, there's more than a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised at BBL struggling to stop Liquid as it stands.
Digitek and Kami are playing so well.
And that is absolutely true. Like, those two are absolute highlights right now, but this whole composition feels tailor-made to be able to have masses of stopping power. Now, we do have a lot of utility on this side. You've got two of the kind of big proponents of that slowing, that controlling approach. Now, I think Camo's got a good idea of what's on the other side. Do they then cancel their plans here and potentially lean away?
Wait, they trigger a little bit of that utility, also force Jumpy to use this drone to gather the information on what they are, and they're just waiting. And so is Jumpy. If they start moving, it's time to stop them, but with the salvos.
We still have the wall in towards Showers as well. Nats will see that.
And the shear is also just set if somebody wants to move.
It's been triggered.
भाई
About a minute
कैसा
now.
वॉल लिया देखा उसने?
Walled off the site for a couple of seconds.
Livin having the operator, yeah, and Profect's moving.
This is This is the best outcome for them here. And I think Kiko might be in the old iPad. Yep. Oh, dearie. Oh, the timing. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. What the hell is going on? Bea, I don't understand what I'm seeing, if I'm completely honest. Yampian 11, you're walking into what feels like a slaughter. They were stalled, they were held at the door, you had a flank, you had full information of what was happening, but somehow Liquid just persevere forward. I don't get it.
I mean, they were just waiting and waiting. Something happened. Yeah, it was that push. The moment that they identify, okay, we've already burned the wall, the shear, the salvos. Everything is falling down. It's our time to execute. The moment that the first kill goes onto, who was it that was rotating? Didn't catch it.
Profek,
I
think.
Yeah, the moment that the kill gets into Profek, that's the gun just saying, go in. Use everything, and now Livin, that's not having the best of maps just yet. Has to save this operator. Yes, for keeping that B long control was going to be necessary. And of course, Liquid did just want to see, maybe they hunt? No, everybody's saving.
And this has got to be so disheartening for BBL, though, because they had everything on that site, right? Like, if you were going to have a, I don't want to say a dream setup, but you had all of your util, all of your stall, everything barring basically one player with that op. And that felt like
could have changed the fate of this.
It felt like it, right? It felt like it. Timing a second off, but this burst from Liquid, fully timed perfectly, taking this space. And for BBL, you can't be like, well, you know, maybe we just need to put Sage over here, or maybe we need to just get Vice over towards this side. No, you had everything you needed.
It's a brilliant call also because of the way that Nats is positioning the walls, the way that he's conditioning BBL to take different approaches onto spaces. And now, of course, when we're speaking about that buy, it's not going to be the best for BBL. Yes, Livin is going to keep that operator looking into showers.
Well, if there was a time to turn up, it would be now. A different approach. 3 players for showers. No ball to be seen. High Dizzy should force Levin up the angle. He tries to take a little bit of a look back. That's lovely from him. Get building into this game now. A little bit more confidence would be key. He has the ult. He does. Does he use it? Do they try and springboard in? No. They're going to take pause for thought here. Nats tried to have a little bit of impact, but he didn't get what he wanted either. Oh, Profek.
Come back to it, bhai.
Oh dear, that is a... You can see the confidence is now a little bit different, right? It's like, okay,
No, but he's waiting for the info on the rest of the team. Like, he can start moving once they start executing, so the same thing doesn't happen again.
There's no way they're going to win another round where they have pistols, right? Right? They would, right? Because that's been there 2 so far.
Lauren, we have sponsors.
Oh my god, this is the round he starts heating up in. We don't get to even see those pistols there, and you still have that backline being watched. So if they do try and rotate, Profek is that he doesn't even need to really push into this, just hold that space, keep these 4 players confident in this position. Slowly but surely, this Curiosity piece, lovely shot. Again, doesn't need to die here, can just fall away from this. He's chipped away beautifully. And it does feel like BBL, just give them pistols. Apparently, that's the best situation for them. Palatech can make it go. You're running low on time now, 8 seconds, and there's still that operator. Fantastic round 11, but again, BBL on pistols, it seems like their most deadly
BBL is back, bro.
Yeah, and I also want to highlight how Sociable is playing. I think that the slow was a big part of it. The wall is a pain in the ass to deal with, and of course, it triggers some of the behavior that we're seeing coming in from Team Liquid. This also has to do with comfort and trusting in what's happening, why you brought up this composition. Also learning from mistakes. Sometimes forced, sometimes unforced. Profek not getting the timing right is not really a mistake. It's just things that happen. But this time, just on the next round, he has a different approach. It's still just 3 on the board for BBL.
Jampy, bro, Jampy.
All set. Further defense. This could perfectly be a 6-6 half.
It could be, but now they've got weapons, Bea, which has been really the issue. But I like that they're taking some active space, right? They've actively taken Showers control here. It does mean that they leave a little bit of a gap open towards A short, but as it stands, they're in the right place for this. A little bit of a different beginning. And dog up towards long, bit of a trade out of the, I guess, drones, one mechanical and one a little less so, but Aztec getting closer. Spot out where that wall is. Does he get punished on this? It looks like they might try and get a little bit more proactive, fight for the space now.
No damage done, and I honestly feel like Cameron and Patatech are doing so much, just triggering all of this, forcing them just a little bit more. Now they have to keep an eye on this. They've been 3 players and the spike already walking.
ऊपर क्या दिखा रहा था?
Oof. Don't know if that was quite what they were after there. Now the ult, I guess. It's not going to do too much. Again, it feels so impactful, but it seems to find nothing. But they seem to forget that there's one part of the map that can see onto the site. They've forgotten about Nats. They've forgotten about the pressure that could be coming through in this split towards the site. And once again, the first pick is found. Yampy is surrounded. He takes down one. Back tries to help, it doesn't work out. Yampy's fallen. It's all down to Sociable. It's all down to Levin to try and hold this back. The plant's coming in. It's not being stopped. Time is now on Team Liquid's side. There's a great shot towards Palitek, but Kamek in a 1v2. He's gonna know where one of these players is off to. He's taking a risk here. We know this is not planted for this position. Is that shot? Show that replay team, I beg of you. But they finally held it back. Finally, we're seeing Levin firing on all cylinders. We're seeing them holding the line here.
Team Liquid also, again, them only having that one controller, there's only so much that you can throw, there's only so much that you can defend and stop the rest of the team. Getting the spike down, beautiful. I want to see that last shot.
Pretty please. Have you got it?
There's one, and it was quick.
That was quick as hell.
Good to see the night and day performance just in this same half. Also forcing Team Liquid with just 2 rounds left on this attack to take a timeout.
Yeah, just pumping the brakes a little here. We're starting to see 11 starting to hit. We're starting to see them holding these sites here, because it did feel like it's ridiculous that 3 out of the 4 rounds were won with weaker weapons until now. This was the first time they've been able to convert it with those proper buys behind them. So maybe a little bit of a better hold onto this. Maybe starting to get a little bit of a grip on the game. And they want to get the maximum reward they can from this half here.
Yeah. And also, Team Liquid, they need to speak about what they do after the post-ban. It feels like it's not the same that we were saying yesterday, as in taking advantage even when you have that like disadvantage storage. It's like to start moving, being comfortable, being reliable. Who's in charge of looking at what happened there when we had that advantage coming in from hookah? How is it possible that nobody was looking who was coming from CT? All those things.
Certainly could clean things up. At 4-6 though, game on our hands. 1 away from Rez. Sociable. We do have the divide on. Is everyone close on the other side? Okay, Kiko's 2 away, and actually Kamek's only 1 up from the fish ult. So that's a very different start too.
And very early wall. We were seeing Team Liquid actually waiting for that wall to go down. They're not going to have to wait long.
Oh, Nats manages to avoid the first bit of util, but I think they've got a good... They said they might have a good idea. I don't know about this one. And it's steady work on the other side. They're not speeding up through towards shower, so Levin's surely dead. I mean, he was quick before. He can't be that quick, though, Nats.
Is he good for 2? No, he just leaves.
Yeah, he's done his work, though, right? He's done enough on
no
that
corner
one,
is safe. You should know. Yampy would have known.
But still, the layers on this A short are now pretty hefty, right? So you have the fish ult coming in. It looks like the slow's being kind of I don't think got it down in time. But as it stands, going to clear through. Still going to have... Yeah, look at the stall on this. They've completely changed that to just be so heavy on towards
But
short.
look, BBL is not buying it. Yes, they use that utility, but they still have not protected.
Maybe they should have bought it. Maybe they're going to be punished on it, but Sociable is still here. And maybe he's got to... Oh, what an adjustment! That was perfection from Sociable. Can he get any more? Camo and Kiko, he's just getting out of danger for a second. Calm it down a little. Let Camo take over if he can here.
The spike.
Gonna get the spike back. Trying for the plant, but he's not fully secure here. I don't know if Yampy's gonna send them in. He goes for the default.
And they force him out.
Camo has been stunned. Yeah. And look at the long way around from Sociable. Give him the... Whoa! Okay, give him the pointy end of the stick, apparently, Camo. Go on, give me another. Oh, he's doing it! 5 bullets! And a 1v1. Yampy on the other side! Camo! Absolutely eviscerates them! How the hell are you hitting that?
Maybe too much confidence coming in for BBL. Lauren, I think you might be right. Maybe it's the guns. Maybe they do not need that guns. All of them isolated duels in this 1v3 after that wonderful play that we saw from Sociable. How well he's defending this early A side, but this all separated. Yeah, it's time to celebrate. Yeah.
Nice! Nice!
You just can't give them 1v1s like that. Oh man, you thought that Sociable had done enough. Oh my god, whoa, 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 they just let it loose. They've just flown at them up short. I don't know what I'm seeing, but it
What's
is
going?
brutal. I don't know, but Yampi's still going.
Look at the stack, you know? Damage was there.
And Kamek and Padatek still gonna have to try and walk through this absolute
They have
battleground.
to back out and just play for the retake. Like, you still have two very good ultimates to play for. It is the last round
Ultimate
of the
hai,
half. 2v3. Do not make the
Why is
same
Sky
mistake
ultimate?
that you made in the previous round.
One's isolated
Pretty
though.
please.
I don't know if Max is fully aware of how close Kamek got to this. There's nowhere to really get out of it, but the shot is so good. Kamek might be screwed, but you're gonna still see Wingman find some time. Oh, back. That's not what you wanted to see. Stalled out on the plant. Divide's gonna come through now, but they've got to play it back up against this now. 2v2, all fair footing, apart from Yampi's only on 10 HP. We look at the post-plant positioning. Padatek feeling a little cheeky.
Kamek still has the mosh.
You seem aware of the possibility. Stun, the flash is so good though. Padatek's just got to play his life, but Kamek's got around the world. Team Liquid. Stunner to close down after what was a high tempo half.
And 2 rounds now back to back where they had the advantage and they sometimes
Crazy,
just
bhai.
take unnecessary risks. Yes, I love this kind of incentive, right? But maybe knowing that
Yes,
Sociable
both
has that
sides,
rest,
bhai.
maybe send one or maybe do a 3-man push so you can actually make use to that. But honestly, let's take a breather while we wait for the second half.
Loaded. अरे कैसे दिखते रे गोरे गोरे पिंपल है मुंह पे स्किन इतनी अच्छी अपन कैसे इधर टीम लिक्विड ऑलवेज ऑन टॉप लिक्विड द राइजिंग स्टार जो टीम बोलूंगा वो जीतेगी समझा क्या ये भाई कमबैक हो सकता है 13 सेकंड बाकी है 10 सेकंड बाकी है विरुद्ध अगर जीत गई ना भाई अपन दूसरी मैच देख रहे भी नहीं भाई
4-8 we come back into this. Those 4 rounds from BBL were won with weaker weapons and some wild ideas, but our worries come into this half, Bayer. This composition on this side is not easy to work with.
Yeah, exactly. You don't have a lot of initiating power. Yes, you have the Deco, but you only have the Arc Rose from the Vice as an actual flash in comparison to the Sky and the Gecko. I want to see those combos with Yampi, with Profect. Like, I think that the possibilities are massive, even with the Sociable. Just look at the score, 15-8 after a 4-8 half. Now, I'm getting PTSD from Pistol. Like, you know, if BBL wins it, I just want them to secure the second one.
I do feel like we've been having so many of those back and forth sort of rounds. Nats, oh god, whoa. People running through the snake bite like that makes me so nervous. But for now, they're just willing to take straight fights, just walking on forward. There's very little util being kind of burned to do this as it stands. No plant? Okay, just taking their time here, securing sight.
Kama's already walking onto them.
Planted.
Perfect playing in long. Are they going to wait until Kamek joins?
Yeah, Kamek's still pretty far off here. You don't... Oh my god, okay, well, Camo's done that, but I get a little nervous when you're right. We're seeing someone like Kamek who could set some, you know, of this... it's brutal out here.
Whoa.
It's fine. They answer back eventually, but it's down to the 1v1. Padatek on one side and Prophet on the other. Plant is inside. You know, it's ticket, it's good, right? Like, we're all good here. Padatek is down. BBL, stick the landing.
They managed to close the second pistol on this half. Even if it came down to that 1v1 scenario, they managed to close it out. I mean, I love this approach from Nats. It's something that you can expect with him playing on the Viper, just playing that vulnerable with the snake bite. Well, played here as well. I want to see the replay onto. They get into just Loon playing from inside with 15 HP.
Still smiles. It was close. It was close. It was close. But if it's a normal game, the team with the classics should win this round. Right?
Normal.
Yeah, no. Nothing about this is normal. But if you're BBL, you only have Profit on that Ghost. Everyone else has got a little bit of something. Got that Phantom in hand. That is something you do want to make sure you continue in with. And you don't drop by any means. Now, Liquid have gone for a stack here, leaving just one player towards B.
Flash also used on short. Nothing seen there, and they just rotate.
Yeah, dismantling it. Have they just gambled and got it right? Completely blind.
You mean Liquid?
Yeah.
No, they used the flash onto A short, and they said, "Oh, nothing here." Not again, B.
But and in their heads they're going, oh, is it only Nats here? Is that why he's being a little bit more proactive? Because it's only him trying to maybe, you know, puff up his chest. But he's going to hit this. He's going to hit this. Oh, Profek. Oh, no, no, I've got a knife. Oh, what is going on? Profek, please. How are we seeing this again? I'm actually going to need assistance at some point. This is.
He's going to encounter the wall, but
the pressure's going to be there. You know what I mean? This is still wild. Oh my God! Get me out of here, please! I don't understand Sociable and Vac. How have we come to this? How has this happened? He's just being swarmed. There's just so many of them. Oh my God! Vac! Maybe the hero they needed. But look who's coming. Eventually, slowly but surely, Nats is going to be there. They're also focused towards that CT side. The Nats is now on towards the side, but timing is everything. Oh! It was down to the wire. Vac just about getting him over the line.
you might have think him as just a standing, but what a performance coming in from him, playing the Vice. And just securing this second round, but we were too close for comfort there, Lauren. This is happening. Yeah. Oh, thank God that they were able to close this one out. Nats probably had to be a little bit faster on that.
Nice, boys. Oh
just
my
to help them
goodness.
to just
Let's
apply
go,
the pressure and
guys.
actually
Let's go.
guide BBL onto
Comeback हो रहा है,
comeback
हो रहा है,
to
guys.
take that duel.
Crazy comeback, yeah, crazy comeback.
But of course, the buy is not going to be the best.
अभी देखते हैं क्या scene.
We got stingers. We got a whole lot of them. And away we go.
अरे भाई,
the Tommy line here. Kiko gonna hold down the line.
Going against Kiko, you don't want to be in BBL shoes.
No, he's been absolutely stepping up. Even if you look at the previous games, he's been on point.
Especially here on the defense. He's extremely comfortable. Unlike Nats, apparently.
फुक्कट का खेल
feel
दे
like
दिया भाई.
muddy as hell at times. That's a recoverable weapon. That is absolutely something they can get here.
They have to be careful. Last time the Perfect tried to retrieve a gun, it didn't go as well.
आगे बढ़ा.
That's a big upgrade.
तो
That
अभी
is
से
a Phantom in
5-8
hand
पे
in a 4v4.
6-8 हो गया.
I know it's a pressure game, but we've got really experienced players here. It's strange seeing some of the choices, and even Nat's kind of going through the TP surprised me a little bit, if I'm honest. But yeah, a pause here from BBL, just kind of slowing things down for a second.
Yeah, Vac already has this ultimate, especially in this 4v4 scenario. Could be a difference maker.
चलो 4v4 situation आ गई है.
Slowly but surely. Now Kiko drops his first smoke down, his last, sorry.
And the flash gonna connect. That's big info here. Cool. All towards. That's gonna
थोड़ा आगे करना है सिर्फ.
Do nothing.
Nothing. But apparently it's fine. It's totally fine because they'll just walk site anyway and they'll get full control.
It was an absolute distraction.
Spike planted.
An expensive one, but it's got them around potentially here. And this is when you're going to be kicking yourself out, leaving down that Phantom, doing all of that. What are you meant to do for Kamek and Patatech?
You're walking.
You're trying to save.
We're seeing already where Kamek is. And with that wall, probably Patatech just wants to do the same.
Yeah,
wants
get
to
out.
join. Saving this 2 guns, and we've gone from a BBL that could barely close that second round.
How many anti-ecos are we going to see, or how many like half-buy conversions are we going to see here? This round had stingers.
Yep.
I think there was like a sheriff, some bits and bobs. They had some decent weapons. There was like a bulldog in there, and I think maybe one vandal. But how many of these rounds are we seeing go this sort of way? I don't know why it's happening so often.
I want to see the replay because, of course, Team Liquid, something that they have to respect is the Vice
comeback
ultimate
कैसा
obviously because of what it does to them and what the Vice they can do.
you कैसे हो?
Yeah,
कैसे चल रही है
Nats
भाई
here taking this TP, making this into a 4v4. Oh, they actually just push right out the smoke. Like I was thinking at the beginning of the round how they were using a lot of utility. When you do that from the defense, what you want to do is prevent the plan from even happening. You don't save those kind of pieces to retake the site. So it's kind of like you condition yourself to take those duels. Social 18 and 10.
He's having a game.
Man.
He's having a game.
I want
to see more of this executes. I really want to see how they structure them.
Well, look, by everything we've seen so far, this should be a great round for Team Liquid. They've only got 2 weapons, so everything should be fine.
No, that's BBL.
No, it works both ways apparently. It works both ways here. It is only Nats on this side though, and he does have...
I've never heard that anyone use that sentence actually.
But look at the flank as well, like look at this positioning, Liquid have good info. Now they can't get fully through by the wall, but there is still time to apply this pressure. Liquid have to respect that the site will probably be taken, at least to the close front side of the site, so the plant's going to be in, that's fine, but the flank is going to be there with 2 players. Now they're going to know about one, they will not know about the second. Oh, chip damage coming in. See what I'm telling you? See what I'm telling you? The team who has the worst weapons wins the round. It's simple mathematics. How has it come down to this? Profek is the last one alive, and I'm losing my goddamn mind. I don't understand this. Someone please help us, because right now Profek is left to deal with everything, and he's done really well on the first try, but he's got a player to the right. He's got one to the left, and it's one too many. The defuse is there, and once again, we are seeing the topsy-turviest rounds I've ever seen in my life.
I want to see a replay because, of course, we were just looking at Kiko as he was rotating. I want to see actually how Kame got those first 2 kills. Very well, also waiting for the people that have those guns. We're just playing duels. Just 1 and 1, of course. It's on Tetrix. As we would say, or as you would say, if you were trying to name Spain. No bueno. No bueno.
No bueno.
No bueno.
I feel like I've entered a strange reality.
Coming the operator. I'm surprised that it's not Nats picking it.
And they found it so early as well, which is super nice info. But then they maybe speed up on the other side. Do they feel there could be a stack behind it? I want to see how BBL try and decipher the puzzle of what's on the other side now.
Yeah, I'm looking at the beginning of the round and how Yampi and Sociable are sometimes trying to combo the utility. We saw it on the pistol, but I'm still not surprised, you know, as to see, oh, this is the reason.
Into the jail Valorant we go. Oh!
Nats would have...
Damn! That's brutal. Okay, so it looks committed, right? Camo, you got to evacuate. Cool. No sweat about that. Digitek there to at least take away 1, but back, gonna find the trade up. And now the side's been so crap too, but you're gonna see the Seekers come through, and a drift through the smoke doesn't go too well for Nats. So the plant's going to be in. BBL have the numbers, and they have the time.
Yeah, exactly. Kiko 1 away from his ult. Sociable getting 11 up. This surely calls for a save. Team Liquid's already thinking about it. Sociable, make sure that all the entries are secured, closed. They used all they had, but it was a clean round for them. Team Liquid now forced to just save. Love just dropping that up onto Vox so he can log that side. Also building up that economy for this second half on BBL. Sociable, you know, there's not many occasions that you're going to be able to safely use that rest, so use it when you can. You know that this has been muddy, sloppy at times, that you're losing rounds that you shouldn't. Man, use it, you know, build up your economy, put yourself in the situation that you might need the money in the future.
8-9. There's nothing like an extended muddy affair, you know? Why let us out of here with minimal pain? No. Take us the distance and see who survives. See who not being chucked around there. I want to see who goes for it. I think Yampi, yeah, priority on Yampi on that. See where he goes for.
Everybody's picking up the op on BBL. Man, I have to say, Forza BBL has to be one of the best chants. Like, whenever I hear the crowd say it, it's unreal.
I've always wanted, like, kind of football chants to come in, you know what I mean? A little bit of something to it.
Yinsu knows a lot of those.
She does. She is an absolute hooligan. It's wild that people don't realize it. Yeah, I can't repeat any of them. They're really not appropriate for rare, but I feel like with, you know, the Heretics kind of top shagger conversations, there could be something built around that. Oh my god, Kiko. And they're pushing. Team Liquid is pushing every smoke that BBL's putting down. Am I watching Billy again, perhaps? This just feels like the maddest game. I don't know how to describe it to people. Hopefully they have eyes and they can see it for themselves. But 5v4. We have 2 on the B side.
Give me Kiko.
5v4 situation हो गई है.
I'll take that. Yeah. I like this view. Just waiting on that smoke to go down.
Just waiting for someone to probably walk it, honestly, at this point. Check on this? I mean, especially with like with Kamek still able to like.
He doesn't lose this.
No, apparently it doesn't. We've seen those clips from it, but again, the dropout was still there. Team Liquid still going to have the man advantage. This is solid from them. Yeah, and just being held at the choke points. No way in for BBL here. They had no impact towards the site in the end. Nice hold from Liquid. That felt like the first stable round we've seen.
When people look at Bind and they have the question, like if you haven't seen a lot of Valorant, or if you haven't been following, like why is it that the double controller is so effective? Is that yes, you can like the executes are very harsh. So as long as you can delay them and try to put the attackers in a difficult situation, the better, right? That is when the smoke from Kiko and the wall from Nats were doing in Garden. That is the T of these, what makes them, you know, allow them to separate this and just to delay them constantly. And of course, after the rounds that we've seen, and only with Team Liquid getting 2 on this defense, calls for a timeout on BBL.
Okay, BBL.
It's an important round.
It is.
There's
some big ults too. They have Razor's ult, and they have Teo's ult. So some pretty explosive ults. Kiko's got theirs on the other side on the Brimstone, so we've got some there to work.
It's important to discuss what you're going to invest into what. Like we've seen that every single time that they would try to take hookah, either if it's Kiko or if it's not, it's like a molly is going to be put. They're going to try and fight that. Also, they tried to use that combo. We saw it in the previous round with the salvos as well to try and do some damage. But Kiko found that small gap to play around.
BBL भी कमबैक करने में कुछ कम नहीं है भैया. अभी देख कैसा कमबैक होता है. अभी देख तू ये मैच. अभी देख स्टार्टिंग देख. इनके कोच ने इनको बोल दिया ले भाई पैसा
खेलो. In this sort of moment, as much as BBL calls the timeout, we get to talk as well. Right, it's that double-edged sword. They get to check in, have a chat, maybe change what they've been seeing as well. Let's see what we come back in with here, Bea.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is 4 people from Team Liquid, and also 4 people from BBL.
Chalo.
We got how much commitment to this fight do we have though? Padatek does have a way out, obviously, but it's far from ideal. But he's willing to stick around. So it does eventually help him out, but then I thought that was going to be punished, but no. Okay, so
but just look, very important to use the usage of that smoke there coming from Kiko. Stops him completely. The boomboat's out. The first salvos are out. Now they have to wait another 40 seconds. Drone's going to be used.
Going on this one, maybe feeling out that stack, and it's the right call.
Yeah, but Team Liquid also in that discussion, this is something that they have to respect, and Limit is not going to find anyone on site. 5 people ready to retake, and now the spike going down.
Okay, so wall's going to go up. You can see how they're going to try and secure this.
There is a world. Imagine an Armageddon there.
Well, you might at least see one of the odds coming in. That's going to clear down towards Lamp, so that's going to give them those a little bit more confidence towards the site, but it's very hard to break through these double walls in the post plant, or at least it should be, apparently. Vac and Social will both go down, so suddenly the floodgates are open. You're looking at the deeper post plant. Yampi's ult has to be important here. Eventually invests it now. Going to try and cover as much ground as possible, force the fight. Levin, fantastic work from Showers. And down to the 3v3, we're looking at it again. That util still in play. What do they have to stall this out? Because Liquid just find all of them. I thought BBL might have been able to suffer through the storm. But the defuse is there, and Liquid making it up to 11.
Very low on HP, but it doesn't matter. As you see, many ults invested into this round, but very quick and reactive adjustments from both of the teams. From Team Liquid to not giving that showstopper anything. That orbital strike, BBL not staying onto Lamps, knowing that that is a very vulnerable place to stay in. Even with those duels here and some small mistakes, Team Liquid comes out on top, and now 2 rounds away from closing their map pick. Remember, elimination is on the line.
Yeah, picking up that first map is huge. Gives you that little bit of safety going into the second, but BBL certainly not done yet. Still going to come back in with a decent enough purchase. Obviously missing in some areas, but Guardian and the Stinger still there. Usable for sure. Yampy going to try and clear up B long. Done that.
Didn't
Trip
really
it out.
into good position, but he's going to be spotted. Probably covering himself from
लिक्विड के
any
जो
flash that
कोच
could
है ना वो ऑफिशियल से
go his
riot
way.
के
But both Kamek and Patatek are still
कुछ तो
playing
scam
on
है
A.
फिर
They're going on this.
Has to be one of the safest takes of Hookah, and they don't want it.
No?
तू क्या स्टडी
They
कर
don't
क्या
trust
है
it.
क्या लिक्विड के ऊपर
Yeah,
पूरी
someone put them off on this, so waiting to see what the eventual plan is. They look like they're adjusting midway through here. Pulling a bit of what looks like a fake, potentially. We'll see. I want to see where that spike fully commits to, because they've sent 2 down towards that A short side with a very passive hold from Liquid. We don't have them actively challenging towards short or playing deep towards shower. It's quite passive, but you're going to see the rotation coming in from Nats. So they do believe there could be an A finish if they pulled that third player over.
Kiko still has one smoke to play with. And here starts the fake.
That's lovely. They've drawn a
Oh, and they buy it. Kiko's already rotating.
This is fantastic. It's all down to one man on that B side, and he's going to be sat pretty safe towards back. He's not even going to be challenging on this one.
अच्छा इधर आके प्लान कर दिया
Camo trying to secure some space here, but the plant in a beautiful fake. That was really well done.
Not sociable is wow. Kamek is going to stay there. He's been spotted thanks to Patatek. And not because of that wall, he cannot escape.
Yeah, no. Ooh, Camo. Careful jumping again. That is, it's kind of a risky look here, but they need to start working back towards the side. Time is going to start ticking. BBL still have full control. It's back going to find Camo, who'd been at this site the longest. Prophet going to be holding the push down. It's stunning from BBL. Loving what we're seeing here. The fake was perfect. Now they just need to keep it clean towards it. Oh, Kamek. You don't get given any more. Bloody hell, BBL. Okay. They make it through the storm in the end, keeping this game within touching distance, 9 to 11.
I need to see the replay, and I want to think that Patatek like flashed out of that because there's been a lot of pushing on of smokes. Okay, there was a flash there. But, again, one enemy. This duels also the way that BBL are just playing from within the side, understanding how much of the map they have given up, especially when the TP comes in from Kamek. Just being aware of where they are exposed.
Okay, how many ults do we have here? We have fish ult for Kamek. And
Fish ult?
Yeah, it's the fish ult.
Oh, I'm hungry.
We got pace, hold on. Oh, sociable again. This guy's hitting some shots here. Nats remove and Patatek now isolated. He's in a really tough position and no one can save him from it. Vac removing them. That's 2 players gone from this beach site. It should be completely free for the taking, and it is. This is fantastic from BBL here. Doing exactly what they need, just adding some security to it. I doubt we'll see Kamek going for this ult now.
Planted.
Is Team Liquid going to be forced to save again? See some bullets here and then. They're ready if somebody pushes them.
I thought this was going to be a save already, if I'm honest, but they're still making a bit of a go of it. Kiko, okay. Why am I doubting them?
Are we thrashing? Are we fishing?
Yeah, they're going for it. They are absolutely going for it. Yampy now trying to find a little bit of a corner, but he's been caught and he's going to be killed here. Yeah, Yampy goes down and then Prophet has to push up. Now we're seeing BBL getting under pressure here, but it's just Kamek left alive. The ult invested, but time is ticking. He's got to go here, and look at who's last remaining. Prophet can still buy time. Just tucked on the site itself, making sure no threat was going to come through. Trying to catch him in the heels. BBL suffering through the storm. Liquid thought they had a chance on it.
And Profik is being an absolute hero in this map, as we're saying, playing the solo controller here, having to do with the initiation also here from the attack. And still hitting those bullets. In the previous round, it was him on site, just securing those kills. How effective also the slows from Sage are being. Like sometimes we see the pick and you know we understand the wall and what you can do with it. But I like how every single piece of util that is coming in from the side of BBL has a follow-up, you know? Like the drone's there, 11 is after it.
This is so nice to see. I feel like we're starting to see a little bit more of a normal game, right? As mad as that sounds, because it is at 10 to 11, but BBL is starting to look really solid here. Sociable doing really well. We've got Profek starting to really heat up too. Have to highlight that. And this hasn't been a big game from Yampy, really. He had that great start. He's been quiet, but he's doing what he needs to.
I think he's focused on like using the utility, following and making the calls. We can understand that. And actually, I'm looking at him right now. He was just taking a lot of time in this timeout to talk to the rest of the team. I think that with such a specific composition, I like that the individuals are very on point. I think that they're 100% into what the priorities are. But for Team Liquid, the purchase, it's not going to be pretty. I know, Lauren. Yes, yes, I know. But still, especially with the performance that Profik is having, please tell me that he gets it done. Okay. Seeing that cosmic divide, Sociable again, so close to that res.
It doesn't.
I'd like to see a very explosive round now.
It would be nice.
After a timeout, it's classic.
It would make sense, wouldn't it? But let's see. Again, you do have to be a bit careful on these because we've been seeing so much value in these lower purchase rounds. You don't be going into stacks. I want to see them at least do their kind of like diligent default, right? Going through the process. Sociable does now actually have the ult ready to go in case something goes wrong this round, and the stack from Liquid is towards this A side.
Sheriff क्यों लिए भाई ये लोगों ने?
What year are we in?
Jesus Christ.
It's a real throwback.
Attacking Judge.
Don't doubt him.
Dejo.
Don't doubt him.
I know. I'm trying to understand. I never doubt. You can't doubt Sociable either.
That absolute stunning shot, and that is the keys to the B side as well.
It's giving me CNET flashbacks on Ascend. When they used to play similar-ish composition. Obviously, most of the agents weren't even out.
Yeah, long time ago now. How much info does Yampy get for this, though? Because he would be the one to call the rotation if he does feel like there's no one else here, guys.
I have the spike.
They have to be somewhere, guys.
Left.
I think they're starting to find him. We're going to check on this. Okay, Palitek's still going to get one.
Down A.
Kiko's still here in a nasty little off angle, and there's the TP. I like that. I love that as well. That's fine by me. Sadly, the door, I think, is going to remove it. Love it if it was a little bit further forward, but that's fine. Kamek should get... Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. There's no...
remaining.
Okay. Yes, fine. 11-11, all tied up. Nice call on the rotation there. Taking no risks, being safe and smart about the approach now.
This round is everything. We just saw the timeout from Team Liquid on the previous one. If they want to secure or at least take us to an overtime, they have to take matters into their own hands. Bring this to 12. Camo maybe being a little bit explosive has now the showstopper. Very good mid-run call also from Jumpy. Hey guys, you know, they're not here. Turn around or just expect that they're going to push at some point.
I mean, this is
a lot of people there.
What a round we have. Res there, divide there. We've got so much.
Team Liquid are so close.
Yep.
Ecosoul to Patty Tech.
Two! Camo! Explosive start. Absolutely annihilates two of the opposition. Yappy's gone down. Levin's gone down, but you're right. Sociable still standing is huge. Who does he prioritize here? We do have a lot on the line, and Yampy can still be calling from where he was, but what do you go for now? Look who's ready and waiting in case they go for that res. The incinerator ready in hand, but still now it's just away. Calm and composed.
He's not even going to use it.
You are divided.
Sociable is aware. Cosmic is going to go down. And so is the spike, apparently.
Spike's going into
Spike
place.
planted.
3v4. Balls up. Get broken slightly here. And now do they go for the res at this point?
Sociable is still questioning, like, at some point, can I rest? Kiko, can you use your ult?
The timing goes back in a little bit out of sorts on that one. A little late trying to hold towards the smoke push here, but Sociable's still alive. It's still going to be a threat. Still going to be dangerous, but he's got to do so much. Team Liquid, when it matters, stabilize themselves here, getting up to 12 and managing to navigate around that. Huge credit to Camo for how he started that round.
Yeah. Told you he had to be proactive. He had to go for one of these plays, take matters into his own hands, and so he did. Even with the utility forcing him out of the position. You want to see me? You will see me. You will face me. Two go down. Sociable also at the end of that round, just trying to go back to showers. At some point, Kiko, are you going to give me a breather so I can get one of my teammates up? Response and answer is no. 11-12 now. Team Liquid one round away from closing this.
The off out as well.
For Social?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everybody plays the up here.
And that angle as well, being held by Camo, is such an uncomfy one to clear. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Oh, Nats. You're a brave boy. But they're going to know it's now in hand, right? So that's good information. We've spotted Nats. Just shift away from that.
Nats is here. The Viper was here. Think about what happened on the previous round. Now, Paditic has used the dog, not seen anyone. Maybe he starts to move?
I might want that out, honestly.
He probably thinks that the operator at some point is going to reposition.
There we go. Big info there. Confirming that rotation had slowly come in, but keep your eyes on the spike. It's not all going this way. Only one of the players getting suppressed there didn't manage to catch Kamek. They're still checking their corners. Smoke gonna come down. This is all a fake. These two players do not want to end towards the site. Do they draw the extra player over? They have 3 on the site now.
Camo ain't buying it.
Pretty doable. But you're right. Camo's been here this whole round. They've heard the TP. How long does he stick around here?
30 seconds
He's
left.
gonna eat the monitor.
Oh, that's lovely. Takes away the res as well. This could be heartbreak at the final hurdle. A 5v3, Yampy, Levin back, still standing. Yampy still here. It's all on his shoulders now with 13 seconds. They got a glimpse at glory and it gets shattered. Team Liquid keeping it together for the final opportunity at 13-11.
I'm not absolutely mad at what BBL was doing here. The composition, a little bit crazy, but hey, we're here to test. We're here to see different things that could be used in the global stage. But hey, this is far from over. The next map is going to be Peril. We'll see you after the break.
GG guys, GG. कैसे दिखते हैं ये लोग? तेरी बात अलग है भाई. कौन है तू? तेरी बात ही अलग है भाई मेरे. कल मिलते हैं गाइस, ठीक है? जी कल जो भी मैचेस होंगे मैं अपडेट कर दूंगा और